On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going on track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going.
It's February the 9th, 2022. Little known fact about this day is this was in 1986 today. Halley's Comet went around the world. Bet you didn't know that.
Good enough.
It's also the last time the mainstream media told the truth. But
Oh, I got a better fact about today, but I'm waiting. It's going to come up in a later segment.
okay, all
I
right.
can't believe you didn't mention it.
Okay, I don't know. No clue what you're talking about. So it's 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee. You know, the show that started with guys drinking. We're drinking right now. We're gonna have a good time, but yeah. So how's it going, JD?
It's going really good. It's been a month since I got my new neck. I felt great today. You know, Hick number one gave me a little bit of advice, so I went back and redid some things. Was able to save me a couple $100 on a garbage disposal. So today's been a good day, good week.
Yeah, that's right. I'm also very handy athlete. Very handy athlete. That's what I'm doing. What about you, Mr. Yankee?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Good. I've been doing real well. It's ready to get this thing going. Let's go.
Well, since our last episode, man, you had a little race, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Didn't have the outcome I wanted, but I didn't. The track, the setup, it was just it's not a track that's conducive to that car. Had a good time. Me and my teammates, we led the first couple laps. So we got that bonus point, and then kind of crapped the bed coming into the pits the first time, and but you know, finished the race. Didn't destroy my car too bad, and had a good time. We got Nashville tomorrow, Nashville Super Speedway tomorrow. So
Good deal, man.
I was gonna say Bogan had some timely pits. It worked out well for him, right? He pitted early the first time, and then pitted early the second time, and it really helped him.
He ended up finishing second. Bogan's my teammate, and he finished second. And if it wasn't for a caution with 3 laps to go, and he was right there, when the caution flag comes out, they kind of freeze the field where it was at. But if they don't do that, he's got as good a chance as the top 3 guys to win the race. So he put himself in position to do it, and he's going to be strong going throughout the season.
That's awesome. You guys know what else is this week, right? What is it?
So like Valentine's Day or something?
Super Bowl.
Oh,
Super Bowl. That's right. And who's got predictions on the Super Bowl? Yeah, it's like Bates. Is that you? Got any predictions for tonight, buddy?
I do. Well, I mean, Bates Bets is on hiatus till next season. It's just the Super Bowls. I think the Rams win. I mean, I can't turn around and take the Bengals now. I bet against them picked against them. I picked against them against the Titans. I picked against them every week, and they just kept winning. So but I think Stafford, and again, it go back to the Bengals offensive line, but I think, you know, they got a chip on their shoulders now, but that Aaron Donald's a beast. So we'll see what happens, but I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I think it's going to be LA. They seem like, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Radio Row this week with Pat McAfee, and there's other shows that are there, and it looks like they're going to have a nice showing. That halftime show, holy cow, that's going to be fun.
Who are you looking forward to in the halftime show?
Snoop, man, Snoop and Eminem. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
And who?
Eminem.
Oh, that ain't what it sounded like you said.
Detroit boy.
Detroit. Who are you looking forward to? So Joe, who you got in the Super Bowl?
Man, I just think the Lions, or not the Lions, the Rams.
I wish.
You know, it's hard to, like Timmy said, it's hard bet against the Bengals. I mean, I'm one game. Burrow was sacked 9 times and still won. So it's he's used to pressure, used to contact. But I just normally what I say the opposite happens. But I think the Rams pull it out late, win by field goal. I think it's a close game. I don't know if it's an overtime game. I don't even know if it comes down to the last play, but definitely going to be a good one. Can't really root for the Bengals being a Patriots or being a Steelers fan, but they got a couple NC State players, so it's hard not to wish those guys well. But I think the Rams win this one.
Ooh, going for the Rams. I hear you.
I think the line is 4.5.
4.5. Yeah. What's that mean?
It means that if you take the Rams, you got to win by more than 4.5 if you're doing the betting line. I think a lot of people during the Super Bowl, though, do squares. You do squares, right?
I've heard of it. I think I may have played where you just buy and get a number or something like that.
Yep.
So, it correlates with the score at each quarter. So if you get like square 6 and 7 with the Bengals having a 6 and the Rams having a 7, whoever lands on that wins the pot for that part of the bet. So I seen Mrs. A had a few squares. So
she does. Gotta fill them pots up.
I forgot to go back in and buy some more. I did. I was literally like, crap. So,
well, that's pretty cool. Where do you get them at? Where do you buy them at? Where do you buy squares?
There's different people. I mean, it's all. I mean, you can go online obviously and get some too, but I probably got 20 different people that emailed or texted and asked if I want to be part of some football squares. Some are $50, some are $200. I mean, not looking to spend that much money on it. But back to the betting part, the Super Bowl is the funnest thing to do, like prop bets for betting. People bet on the coin toss. I remember a couple years ago, like whoever's singing the national anthem, if it's a female, there's bets on whether they're wearing, if their elbows are shown when they come out. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy bets you can make on the Super Bowl. How long the big bet is how long the national anthem goes, and they got an over under on that.
Yeah, I was going to say I think that's the most popular one is the length of the national anthem.
And then last year it was in Tampa last year, and they had like a guy sitting outside while they were doing rehearsals and recording how long it was, so you get like inside it. That's fun stuff to do during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, you guys had somebody send you a video. They wanted to talk to you about Matt Stafford and his status in the Super Bowl, maybe for your bets. So I don't know if you remember this guy.
Still overrated. He took the team that went to the Super Bowl 3 years ago, and then what they did was they added Von Miller, OBJ. I mean, come on. They should win at least a playoff game. Yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl, but Matt Stafford's still overrated.
Guys, what do you got on that?
Can I go first? Can I go
absolutely.
first?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the argument was never if he was overrated. It was, does he suck? That was the whole argument of Andy's was, does he suck? So, no, he doesn't suck. Is he overrated? No, absolutely not.
This is the same guy, though. I mean, he talks about he's a Lions fan. He is a Lions fan. Born there. I think he was raised down here, but he was in North Carolina, but he was born up there. But whenever I bring up, okay, who's a better quarterback that the Lions had? And I think his only response was like Bobby Lane. Bobby Lane from the 50s? I mean, come on, man.
So,
haters going to hate.
That's exactly
he
right.
is. Well, but he also said, you guys are criticizing me about being a fan, and somehow Bates is a flip-flop fan. I don't remember the exact words, but because you pull from Matt Stafford, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
If
when
the Rams
Verlander
were
left
playing
the
the
Tigers.
Lions, he'd be cheering for the Lions. He wouldn't. It didn't matter who was. He'd be happy for that individual, but it's not like it's his team.
And I'm not cheering for the Rams by any aspect. I mean, his family, him and his wife, and they did a lot of stuff for the city of Detroit that, didn't go unnoticed. And it wasn't like he demanded to leave at any point. It was kind of a mutual agreement, and Lions were rebuilding again, and they had an opportunity, and he went somewhere else. So do I want the best for him? Absolutely. It's costing the Lions, actually. I mean, every round they advance, there's draft picks included in that. So, I mean, if they win, the Lions get the last pick in the draft. If they lose, we get the second to last pick in the draft. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? I mean, yeah, I like the guy. I'm not rooting for the Rams by any means.
Is he a future Hall of Famer?
His stats show it. I mean, he definitely needs a Super Bowl, and who knows if this is the only one. They're going to have the same team next year. The NFC just got weaker with Brady retiring, so I mean, who knows? I mean, I think if he wins this, it puts him in that. But he's probably got what four more good years of playing ball.
Yeah.
He's in the best shape of his life. That dude's he's in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, if you think
Last person I heard y'all say that about retired.
Who, Ben Roethlisberger?
Brady, y'all said he was in the best shape of his life when he retired.
Yeah, but he's 40-some years old. Stafford's not 40-something years old.
Just saying, man. Just saying. Speaking of Hall of Famers, don't we got one on the call?
Oh, we do. Hey, hold on. Let me share this real quick.
My legacy
Oh,
to those that have been inducted in the early 90s, graduated in 1994, and received the honor of being inducted into the Rosman Alumni Hall of Fame in 2013. Gotta be honest with you, I feel very inadequate when comparing myself and my legacy to those that have been inducted in the past, and especially to this year's class that are being inducted tonight.
Hall of Famer.
I mean,
Where's the gold jacket, man? Come on. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Let me give you a little background real quick. So Joel went and played softball with my softball team, his neighborhood softball team. And Joel doesn't live in anywhere close to his neighborhood, but old boy can ball. So got him on our team. This what was it, about 2-3 years ago? 2 years ago?
I'd say
so I've known these guys for a long time. We've been playing probably 6 years. I says, hey guys, this guy, he can rake. He's got a cannon. So we bring him out, so I said, we had this, there's probably 15 people on this group text, and I sent the article of where he got inducted to his high school Hall of Fame, and man, he was so mad. But then he got out there and he proved it. I think his first at bat, he smashed a home run. He's playing shortstop from the outfield. He's gunning people out at first from left center field, and he's playing shortstop. Dude, hey, he's an athlete. What you got to say, Brian?
I can go 1 for 4 every time I'm out there, buddy. Home
yeah,
run.
so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna record that, and that's gonna be our breakthrough podcast. Is you swinging a softballs and trying to hit them over. We're gonna do a little league fence. We're gonna do 200.
Yeah,
Whatever,
2 Hicks, 1 Yankee live on location.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be no editing either. It's gonna be actual footage.
You boys are gonna be surprised.
And I get to pitch. I think I'll strike them out in slow and softball. I think I can do it.
I have one question for Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been going to the batting cage already? Have you been preparing?
Oh yeah, I have.
You don't own a bat or a glove.
Is that considered a sport? Softball, baseball?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
What's your definition of a sport? Not Google.
No, I mean,
I think in sport, you can have team sport, you have individual sports. I mean, it's a competition whenever you're I would say there's got to be some kind of athletic ability involved.
Tim, he is setting us up right now. He is already prepared for this question. Yeah. We are not prepared, so I'm pleading the fifth right now. I'm pleading the fifth because I know whatever I say, he's going to dissect it and use it against me right here. So I'm not answering.
What is
Let's
it,
hear
Tim?
it.
What's
What you
the
got?
sport?
I just told you. I said anything. Team. There's team sports. There's individual sports. where there's some kind of athletic ability involved, and there's they either keep score or there's a winner or a loser.
Okay. So athletic ability. So competitive shooting. Is that a sport or no?
I don't think so. Me personally,
You
I
don't
don't think that. No, it's in the Olympics, so I mean, it's kind of in the Olympics because they ski and then they shoot. So that part is. What you got?
So is it competitive shooting a sport?
Not unless you're skiing and doing it. I don't think so.
But softball is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I don't get your logic. I don't get it.
I mean, you're basing your whole argument is hitting a ball that's tossed underhanded. There's much more that goes into it.
You still have to field the ball. You have to throw the ball. You have to, yeah.
You still have to do a lot of work in competitive shooting. You know,
We're gonna get you out on the diamond.
You have to do a lot of practice, right? But I mean, we all know there's 4 fundamentals of shooting, and I mean, there's many more fundamentals that go into is it a sport? Yes. Is it highly? Is there a lot of precision to it? Yes.
Yeah. So it is a sport that does require precision.
And
just so you know,
Here we go.
This weekend, Tim was here and we had a shooting competition.
We sure did.
He didn't hit the target once.
I had a malfunctioning piece of equipment.
Me knocking the target down every time I shoot. So there is another case in point where I'm more athletic than Tim.
We're talking Nerf guns right now. We're talking about single
doesn't
loaded
matter.
Nerf guns.
It doesn't matter. It was a competition in which I won. So therefore, again,
I don't know
I'm
that you
more
won.
athletic than you.
I mean, CJ was killing the targets.
I still
You
say
came
I'm
out
more
with an
athletic.
automatic too, by the way. You cheated. Let's be honest. You
Yeah.
got single loaders, and you're over there with automatic coming out from the background, making me run for cover.
But again,
All right, I have a competition for you, Brian.
okay.
Let's all within, I don't know, whenever we can meet up, we all create our own decathlon of athletic events, right? And then we have a competition. Somehow we got to figure out. Obviously, our 10s, each 10 will not. You know, we're going to put our strengths, not our weaknesses, in there. So let's figure out the 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee athleticism decathlon.
And we can record that too. That's gonna be good
Yes.
stuff. I think each one of us get to pick an event.
Just so
The rest of us can do.
Just so Brian can prove that he is athletic.
Thank you.
That's all this is about.
That's right.
And 5K won't be part of it.
Running is
It's
not going to be
not.
involved.
I get to pick.
I know,
No, you
we
got to
get-
do something we can do. I'm on
Yeah.
profile still.
Who can walk the fastest?
Is that the competition? Is that the comp?
It could be.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to prove this once and for all. A, I'm a super fan, much bigger fan than either of you. And
Sure
B,
is.
I'm more athletic than at least one of the people on this podcast. I'm not the least athletic person in the room. I will not be picked last. You got it?
Okay. We're gonna have, like you said, we're gonna have a decathlon. We're gonna figure this out.
You're the most prepared person for this podcast. That definitely shows.
All right. All right. So Timmy, let's talk about your new car that you're running next week.
Man.
Got it all set up?
Yeah, let me throw this out there. 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee, the Lara IR18 that I'll be racing tomorrow at Nashville Super Speedway. To be on YouTube live. My buddy Butch Davis, he's amazing at doing these graphics, and he hooked this one up. There's more details to it after I save this picture. Back here, right there is 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee. There's another picture here, which Actually,
He won this past race, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he's really, really good.
Yeah.
And then my race team is called the Three Jokers. It's as we discussed earlier, Bogan, then Brett Beasley is my other that's my best over there. He's a neighbor. And so we're called the Three Jokers, and that's underneath the wheel well. I mean, this guy does great work. Also, Nashville Super Speedway, I think it's a 1.33 mile track on concrete, and it's going to take a lot more skill than skill and precision, and than the last race we did. It should be very competitive, and it's going to show. I'm super excited about it. They have a practice up tonight doing it, so hopefully put on a good show. But I'm gonna represent, and now I got this paint on there. I got to do a lot better.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I think I finished 18th last week. Or wasn't great, but again, it was just getting your feet wet in it and made some mistakes. But looking forward to it, and I also got, if you don't mind, our last broadcast. We got a little shout out from our the broadcaster, which is pretty sweet. We had it's broadcast on YouTube Live or YouTube, and it's live, and then there's videos you can watch on it. But let me show you this little clip here of
We need to tweet
Pretty
that link out for your race.
Yeah.
well,
Yes, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Butch Davis, terrible name though. Terrible name.
Wow.
He used to be the head coach for
Have been
Miami
close.
Hurricanes
They've been turned up a little bit upside down.
and Carolina.
As 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee says, "Let's go, Timmy." There we go. That will be Timmy Bates, the number 20, all cheering on at the moment. Currently sitting in 17th position as things stand, having started on the outside of row number 10 when we went green.
We got the shout out, bud.
yeah. So I mean, if you go on, and we'll tweet out the link. The Goon Squad is going to broadcast it, and you can search it. But the race goes live, I think, tomorrow at 8:30, and there's a chat on YouTube that broadcasters kind of look at, and I got a bunch of shout outs last week. It was very nice. And so it cheered me on. Of course, I didn't come through, but it's entertaining. I think it's entertaining. I think it's fun to watch. I mean, they do a good job of the broadcast. There's a lot of sponsors, ESNC and a bunch of other stuff. So, I mean, it's fun. Like I said, I enjoy doing it, and it is a sport.
Ooh. So is Mario Kart. And we all know who won that one.
Yeah.
What's got 2 thumbs and 1 Mario Kart?
We got a rematch
East
coming
Coast
up, by the way.
Championship? This guy.
We got a
Yeah.
rematch coming up, yeah.
Sure do. Sure do.
With a traveling trophy.
Not a true rematch. You know?
You don't show up because you're boycotting the decathlon. I can't help you, brother.
No, we can make Mario Kart one of the events too.
Yeah, you
I
definitely
did
should.
pretty well. And I
Where'd
would
you
like
finish?
to second, third.
No, you did not. finish
Second.
second. You didn't.
I think
You
it was
finished in the
sure
top
Andy-
6.
Yeah, pretty sure Andy finished
You
second.
finished in the top 6, man. That's good enough, right?
uh,
That makes
We'll
you an
see.
athlete if you finish in the top 6.
You competed.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympics. You showed up. You competed.
participation.
You were there.
trophy.
You were there during the opening ceremonies. That's nice.
Listen, there's no participation trophies for me, buddy. I was second, I think.
You think? I would disagree.
I don't remember racing you in the championship.
No.
We think about everybody trying to cancel old Joe.
I mean, it's because he does. Obviously, it's because he doesn't fit the narrative. You know, it's what cancel culture does. Is you don't fit their narrative, and they probably never listen to this guy. They're just taking everyone else's opinion that he's spreading misinformation, and they want to cancel the guy. I mean, now they're digging up his past and saying he's a racist where he used racist. I mean, come on, go back and listen to it. He's not using the term derogatory. It's just because the word is used at all now. I mean, It's just a bunch of crap. That's what it is.
Listen, that I don't think that has. It's got something to do with how many listeners he has. I mean, when you look at it, I seen a stat the other day where it shows how many people listen to that guy. I mean, he's way up there. I mean, he's not. I think Tucker Carlson's in second, and it's like he doubles his numbers. And then you got to get down to like fifth or sixth before you start getting MSNBC, things like that. And yeah, they're canceling them. They're trying to. It's not going to happen. He's got listeners. He go to different platforms. He's going to listen to it. But now he's got some people coming to his backing. And Dave Portnoy, the president and founder of Barstool Sports, he finally came to his defense. And he's not a big. I mean, I don't think he's a big, like Rogan backer. I don't even think they're friends or nothing like that. But he's defending him because he's been attacked by the same kind of. There's groups and the same groups are kind of doing it. And so he went on a last minute, it was like midnight showing of a podcast. I got a little clip here of this Midas Touch. They're a super PAC out of Michigan. But let me play this video real quick.
You defending Joe Rogan's statement when he uses the N-word and he spreads?
No. If you paid any attention to what I said, I made that pretty clear. How I think they were taking out of context the N-word. The Planet of the Apes, racist, indefensible. That you can do with whatever you want. But I made that.
I mean, he went on at like midnight to do this, and this Midas Touch. I mean, I think our podcast looks better than just let you know, but
Much better.
they're like a super PAC, and them and Patriot Takes or something like that's the other one, and they create these videos that attack, and but it's all to one party. I mean, or one side, and I wouldn't even say Rogan's one side or not, but I mean, when the agenda is not there for them, that they attack certain people, and then the other, you know, if they fall in with their narrative, they don't attack them at all. They leave them alone. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff out there, and a lot of different other people, even in politics, that's easily accessible. Yet they're not attacking them. They're attacking the people that have a voice and are able. They don't fall in line. Barstool Sports, obviously, they do what they. I mean, they're not. Nobody's telling them what to do, is so to speak, and neither is Rogan, and they don't like that. They like you answering to somebody with a higher power of. It's ridiculous.
That dude from Barstools, he wouldn't have apologized had he been in that situation, and I don't think. Some of these other people wouldn't apologize either. So I get it. I mean, I get why he did it. But I
think he's regretful. So there's some stuff out there that, I mean, I'm guaranteeing he's not proud of. There's stuff on there that they've released that's it's kind of damning.
But he was using it in context, right?
There's other. I mean, the Planet of the Apes one's kind of tough to take, and he admits that he probably shouldn't have done that, but regardless, I mean, he's open, free talking when he brings whoever comes on the show. Like if they're putting listeners on a podcast, he's going to put them on. But you guys know he doesn't have a script. He doesn't go by anything. We're going to talk, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and we'll go from there. And he doesn't, direct the conversation one way or another. He just open, free talk. Let's talk. And it could be what people he doesn't, what he just moved to Texas. So I mean that's a big thing. And so Elon moved to Texas too. Now they're going to lump all together. That's taxes. That's California's a shit show, man. I mean, who wants to live out there and have to pay taxes when you're making a lot of money? That's ridiculous.
He's done what? He's done at least over 1,000 episodes.
And I'm like I was more scared he wasn't going to be on the UFC pay-per-view this weekend. He's already there. He's like, you ain't stopping me, man.
Well, saying he's done so many episodes, and 1% of them are probably political, and now they just want to all of a sudden cancel him because of the narrative which is involved. It's just like,
have you seen how many viewers he has? That's all it comes down to. Our listeners.
Yeah. I mean, when your YouTube or Spotify's main competitor from the right offers you $100 million to come to ditch them and come to them. I mean, yeah, that's big time just to come and talk on the radio. I mean, it's a insane amount of money.
Can't cancel him. I'm telling you right now, you can't cancel him. He ain't going nowhere. They might at some point, Spotify might say, hey, and there's going to be a loss, or they'll go through litigation, but he can go on other platforms. Rumble's like, hey, dude, come on over. We ain't paying you that kind of money, but you can come on and put all your stuff on ours.
They ain't offered him $4 million, 4 years, $100 million contract to come over.
Just to be exclusive there, where he's not somewhere else. Before that, he had the same amount of viewers, if not, or listeners, if not more. But now he had to go to Spotify. Like I used to go listen to him on the Apple podcast. And then, when he went to Spotify, he couldn't go there. So then I subscribed to Spotify. But I mean, most of the stuff I can listen on Spotify, I can listen on Apple. So including, 2X1 Yankee.
One day Joe Rogan will be talking about us. Be like, hey,
that's right.
Go back.
And hey, don't we have we got Portnoy. We requested him to come on our show. I don't know if we've requested Rogan yet. We might need to
throw that out there. I requested Rogan to come on ours to tell his side of the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Explain it to us, Joe.
Open invite.
Why wouldn't it? I mean,
if he needs us to, we can do like this background and his, mom.
Yeah, he could use a better virtual background, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But your boy from Barstool, they've come at him a million times too, but he never backs down.
No, I mean, they're coming at him for but the nice thing, Business Insider's the ones going after him, and they write these hits, but it's like you have to go on their site and pay for it. They're making money off of it. Portnoy's a huge draw, and now he's in the gambling and all that stuff, and now he's part of Penn, so he's got sponsors. So he's kind of, he's got less freedom than he used to when he was just an individual and it was just his company, but he still doesn't. I mean, he's going to say what he wants and when he wants to, and he's got the receipts. Like these girls that are coming out and saying that he did this or did that. He's literally he'll post online. He's like, hey, here's Instagram, but like they're DMing me afterwards. It's like, stop.
Yeah. Well, speaking of girls that come after you. Did you guys saw
the transition? I had so many points, and you just cut me off. Man. I had so many good points.
You had points about that?
No.
You know what that is, don't you?
Yeah. How many dots is that? One?
That's 6 inches right there. The phone.
3, 4.
Oh, that's not right.
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean,
so this article, this article, it's in the New York Post, and it's talking about mom gets ruler tattooed to measure penis size before sex, a tool to enhance my life, right? Like, this is a legit story. She has tattoos that start at her fingertips and go all the way up, to her elbow.
Who's she meeting all with the elbow? I want to know that.
Yeah, what's the measuring standard? I mean,
is that our daughter in the background? What are we doing right now?
We're going from underneath.
Yeah, that's the one that told the story.
I bet she's very proud of mom.
Oh, from the fingertip to the elbow to measure someone's penis that she's gonna have sex with.
Trying to see if I got a measuring tape here in my drawer.
I don't know if I get past
I was going to see how. I mean, my pinky is.
So I'll tell you the story when I was looking this story up here. I was telling my wife, I was like, check this out, and then I scrolled down, and she's like, oh, you just want to show me that girl's boobs. I'm like, oh no, but.
Not this.
Yeah, that's her.
She's got a measuring stick on her arm. I'm probably not going to measure up, so to speak.
No,
and she went to her elbow. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, she should have stopped at her wrist. I mean, anything over her wrist is probably where she wants to be. Anything under that. Maybe she's probably still going to take take advantage of it. I'm just saying.
I think isn't she in the UK, and she is an Instagram model and all that. I mean, obviously she's getting a lot more followers now, so I don't know if it's a marketing scheme, but she could be. I mean, her backup job when she gets a little older, she could be a carpenter. You know, measure twice, cut once. So we'll see what happens.
She'd be great.
Better have the measurements right.
Be like, man, is that one? Oh yeah, that one's legal. Put it in the well. That's for dinner tonight.
Speaking of MILFs, man, I love food.
Right.
Love it. You know what one of my favorite foods are?
I do. It leads me in today's. Do you not know what the national day is today? It's a national day of pizza.
Pizza, it is.
It is a pizza holiday. I mean, you could have got any pizza you wanted on a discount tonight. Can't believe you guys didn't know that. Fair discount.
I knew it because Portnoy does that. He's known as a pizza man. He does pizza reviews.
Yeah,
and he did one up in Detroit, outside of Detroit. It was something the pizza man, Freddie the Pizza Man, gave him a 8.7 or something like that, which he goes by point scale, but 8.7 is a great score. So now every time I go up there, he closes at 5 p.m. That pizza is amazing. That Portnoy, he does a pizza review every single day, and
one bite, one slice, one bite challenge. That's all he does.
One bite. You know the rules. Yeah, he's got it down. And when he goes in there, so this guy's a one-person shop. He's got like 3 workers work for him, and he knew when he showed up, he's like, "You're gonna love this pizza." And I'm screwed. And so as soon as that published, we went there, and like there's a line down the street when you go in to get this pizza. That's how, if they get a good score, yeah, your business, your life's changed.
Yeah, so I just have to ask, you said it's a one-person shop that has 3 people.
Well, I mean, he's the only one making pizza. He's got a waitress, or they had like 2 tables in there. I've been there a couple times. They had one a girl that would like come out and deliver the pizza to you, and then they have a busboy, and then they have like a dishwasher. One person he's the only one making the pizza.
Okay, it's a 4-person shop. Got it. Yeah. What about you, JD? What do you think on this pizza, buddy?
Well, if we're just talking like chain pizzas, grew up a Pizza Hut guy, deep dish pan, whatever it's called. It's just one of those flavors when you're growing up that you like to relate to. I mean, if I had a choice, but a real, I am torn. I mean, you have New York style, which is, thin, greasy, hard crust almost, to a deep dish Chicago style. I mean, those are good pies. I mean, I know that you have pies versus pizza and you get semantics, but I do like a New York style pizza.
So you just
I'm a Jets guy.
Place for your pizza.
Jets pizza. If we're doing like brand or franchise, I like Jets. And it's Detroit style, not Chicago style, but it is like a deep dish.
There's no Jets pizzas in North Carolina.
There certainly is.
There are. It's very random. But he is right. I mean, a Jets, it's kind of like Grandma's Pizza from Joey's here in Denver.
Joey's, where's he from?
Yeah,
he's from Detroit.
Is he?
Yeah. You don't see all the Michigan stuff in there?
I thought he was from Chicago. I thought he was a little more further Midwest, but
no, he's a Detroit guy.
Now, I've been to Chicago and had their pizza. It was not that good.
Detroit style is way better. What's your favorite franchise pizza? What's your go-to?
Is Little Caesars, buddy, $5.99 or whatever that pizza costs for. Grew up broke.
Did it used to be like $5 and now they went to $5.99?
Yeah, now it's
you get $2 for $5.99 and a 2-liter Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Time for a transition.
This is the best part. It is the best part. It is the best part. Oh man!
It's the
guy
FNG story.
Did he make?
What's FNG mean?
Okay, so
Hell, you don't know what FNG stands for?
F and G, fun and games.
Yeah. Effing new guy.
Freaking new guy.
That-
New guy.
yeah. Did he make the painting worse? Or I think it looks better. How does that happen? Does he just randomly carry a pencil
I
around?
knew what you're talking
Timmy
about.
didn't read the story.
No, I did not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, Timmy. You got it here. I'm going to pull it up for you since you didn't read it. But so the story goes like this. It was in the Daily Mail. It was new guy drew pictures on $1 million painting on his first day on the job because he was bored. He's a security guard. You don't get it.
So he was a security guard.
I thought you were going to show me something. I'm waiting to see it. Show me.
We just told you the story.
He's a security guard and he's drawing on pictures.
On the
On
paintings
$1 million
he's securing.
painting.
There was basically a picture. The painting had like 3 or 4 people in it with blank faces, and he drew eyes on them with a pencil. Hopefully,
With
it
a
was
Sharpie.
with a Sharpie.
First day on the
Oh,
job.
that's not great. Oh, he's in Russia. That makes more sense now.
Why does it make more sense? Because
Their
he's
human
in
resources
Russia?
practices aren't up to par, so their hiring practices probably don't work as well.
He falls under that clause. Well, you didn't tell me I couldn't. You didn't
Oops.
explain it to me. Those are not in the rules, Igor.
Still gonna move my check.
Do you imagine though? Like, I mean, you've probably been fired for something like that.
Can you get a picture of the paint? It's not like it was the Mona freaking Lisa or
It was
Yeah, I
blank
mean-
faces.
I mean,
yeah. Here, I've got
granted,
it.
I know the worth of something is only as
Eye of
valuable
the
as
beholder.
what something
Yeah,
was
eye
going
of
to
the-
pay for.
Yeah.
But how is this really considered?
That's it.
I mean, how is that really like?
Yep.
I
He
mean,
probably
That was the
improved it.
before.
Probably should be worth
that's
more
what I,
money
that's
now.
what I said.
Look,
Look, he drew little eyes on it. It makes it look better. I'm saying it looks a whole lot better.
I
yeah.
like it.
I mean,
It was his first night on the job. He was bored.
I bet they could put those two paintings side by side and have a poll of like 200 people to come through there, and they would probably, it'd be really close to which one is better or worse.
Especially like if the front guy didn't have eyes and the other two did, then it is like they're watching them, but he can't see them because he don't have any
Yeah.
eyes. Look, you get deep in that stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you notice only the two in the back have
Yeah,
it, so
yeah.
they like
I like
the followers watching the leaders. I mean,
yeah. We could do all kinds of stuff while we're looking at that painting and saying, price is going up, price is going up.
yeah, I mean, I'd probably pay more for the error. I mean, it's probably more valuable than the original is now. Who does that without being pranked or just goes in the museum like, oh, I'm bored. Let me draw some eyes on a painting, you know? I mean, who?
Hey, we got talking last week
Yeah.
about who you thought was the best actress in Hollywood right now, and I want to put it out to I want to know who your guys is, and then we need to do a poll of each one of us pick who we think it is, and then put out a poll and see if we can get some votes on who's better. Brian, didn't you say that? I mean, you changed yours the last minute. What was it?
Mine, Jason Bateman's the best actor.
Jason Bateman. That's right.
Yeah. Why are you laughing?
I was literally like trying to, because I just watched Ozark and I was like, man, this dude he's on point in about every movie. I mean, when you say right now, I mean, Kevin Costner, he hadn't really put out a movie in a while significant, but his role in Yellowstone, I mean, he's really good character there. So, I'd say those are my top two.
No, you only get one.
Yeah.
You can't pick Bateman. He already did.
Well, if he picked Bateman,
Okay.
I say Costner and Yellowstone.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he only plays one role. I mean, it's like
At a time.
Wyatt Earp and
At a time. He plays one role at a time.
he
Yeah.
plays Wyatt
But he's
Earp
not
and
doing
plays
multi-
Captain Yellowstone.
The question one, who is, you said who was your favorite? Or
No, who's the best
right?
actor?
All time?
Yeah, in our lifetime. I'll go. I'm saying Tom Hanks before you steal my Tom Hanks. I mean, the dude's got awards. We're talking about championships, all that stuff. Dude's played, I mean, several different roles, several different characters. He's done different characters in the same movie. I mean, if you guys have watched what's a Christmas one where he's the what's the one on the train? He plays like 8 roles in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're all animated too. I mean,
It's
all
That's
they do is
animated, but he does a lot of
express
other stuff too. He's
Yeah.
Woody, but then he's also, he does
his voice again. I mean,
right. But he's Forrest
I
Gump.
understand what you're saying.
Who you got?
He doesn't play the same style of character in each movie.
Correct.
Kind of like, I mean, I love Clint Eastwood, but he's always the tough guy, the raspy
Yep.
voice.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yep.
Gran Torino, golly, it's a great movie.
That's what Aunt Kim says. It was Clint Eastwood, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aunt Kim.
Yeah.
I mean, it's top 5. I mean, it's hard to say best and not have your favorite. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Mhm.
I mean, because there's some people who really act like can really act a role and not seem like the normal person they are in real life. You know, like what's his name from New Kids on the Block, and he's like the psycho dude in The Sixth Sense. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't. From New
Marky
Kids?
Marky Mark's brother.
Oh, I got you. Mark
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Well, he's the crazy
Donnie.
dude. Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg. I mean, you see him in real life. He's a rapper, cool dude.
You're literally putting Donnie Wahlberg as one of the
No.
best actors of all
I'm
time.
just
Yes, he
saying.
did. Yes, he did.
I think he did.
I was
Donnie
making an
Wahlberg.
analysis
Donnie
of
Wahlberg.
someone who
Wahlberg.
really no, stop. I'm not letting you do this right now. I'm not letting
You
do
brought up
hijack.
Donnie Wahlberg. He's not even the best Wahlberger.
He's not even in Here Comes
Stop.
the Boom.
Yeah.
Have you seen Donnie Wahlberg's life though? Wow, it's impressive. I would say yes. Tom Hanks. Let's see. Jason Bateman is really good.
You're picking people we already picked.
I'm Billy Bob Thornton. It's probably my all-time favorite actor.
So you're going with him.
Yeah,
He's good.
I would say Billy Bob Thornton.
What's your favorite role he did? Sling Blade? Some people call it.
That was really good.
I call it a Sling Blade.
Goliath. If you saw
No,
him,
he's done a lot of
Goliath.
good stuff.
I mean, he's played many different types of roles and done it. He's always a headliner.
So we'll put the
Whatever
poll out.
He's in.
You got Donnie Wahlberg. I got Tom Hanks, and he's got Jason
No,
Bateman.
I have Billy Bob
No,
Thornton.
that's not who I got in
Billy
the
Bob
poll.
Thornton.
In the poll, I
you
have
going with
somebody
Denzel?
else. Yeah,
You
I'm
going
going
with
with Denzel
Denzel?
Washington in the
Denzel.
poll.
I forgot about Denzel.
Yeah, you can't forget about Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. That's who my pick is for the poll.
Yeah.
He's top notch.
And then
He'll win.
Donnie Wahlberg.
You got
And Donnie
Yeah,
Wahlberg.
Denzel.
Tom Hanks?
Hanks and Wahlberg.
Donnie
Donnie
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Not Marky Mark. Donnie. NYPD Blue. Maybe
Yes,
not.
sir. I like it.
think
My mom
he's-
will vote for you. My mom will vote for your pick. I promise you that. She loves her some Donnie.
I would just
He
say
wasn't
he
the one-
played a very good role in that movie. And you were like, is that really Donnie Wahlberg? Y'all don't even know what scene I'm talking about, do you?
I don't even
When
know.
you
what movie
said
you're
New Kid, I thought you were talking about like Timberlake, and he was in NSYNC. So I was confused. I didn't know you were going the Donnie Wahlberg route. That's where I got confused. We're talking about best actors of all time,
Yes.
and you're coming out with Donnie Wahlberg. It was
I
confusing.
was using
Yeah.
that as an example of someone.
I don't think so.
I mean, what's Tom
Go
Hanks?
Tigers.
What's his? So you like Tom Hanks so much? What's your favorite one besides Saving Private Ryan?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. I mean, I like Forrest Gump. He Castaway, I mean, it was a great job. It was hard because there's no dialogue with other people in it. But I mean, I think that was a great acting job. I don't know. He's got a bunch out there. He's won awards. That Philadelphia movie he won an award for. I think he won one for Forrest Gump, and I know he's got 3 for Best Actor. I think. So.
Turner and Hooch.
Well, I
Those
don't
go.
think he got an award for that one,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Bosom Brothers.
bosom bud, yeah, the
Yeah,
bosom,
Bosom
yeah,
Bud.
bosom buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look at versus Denzel, who could go from Training Day to John Q.
It's the same.
I mean, that's not the same character.
One's a good guy, one's
King
a bad guy, but
Kong
he's still a
ain't got-
yeah, he's still a
Yeah, King
badass in
Kong.
both of them.
Not in John Q.
Equalizer 1 and 2 is really. I mean, all of them are good. Lord, I can watch
Yeah.
them all.
But he almost
Yeah.
falls in that Clint Eastwood badass scenario though too.
He can. Yeah, I don't dispute that. He's a bigger badass than Donnie Wahlberg. I'll tell you that.
Donnie Wahlberg's a big
That's-
dipper at the Waffle House. I'll tell you that
That's,
much.
that's not what I said. Okay. That's
It is
not-
kind of we got it recorded, so it's on.
just because I mentioned him does not mean
That
was
part
the
will not be
point I
edited
was
out.
trying
I
to
promise you
convey.
that.
No, I'm sure it won't.
It'll probably be a
It's
TikTok.
coming up. What's today's date? February 9th. This will come up before April. Donnie Wahlberg. It's going to be mentioned again
Absolutely, it will.
on the podcast and on about 25 texts and probably all of our social media.
Correct.
Donnie Wahlberg. Hey, maybe he'll come on the show.
Maybe.
He's gonna have to take a back seat to Rogan and Portnoy at this point, but he's number 3 on that list. He's right there.
What else are we talking about, Joe? You going to drop some wisdom on us tonight?
Just I didn't have a bunch tonight, but what I want to talk about was what came about today. Just had simple garbage disposal. There was something in there that was blocking it, and I kind of gave up a little too early on trying to fix it myself. So I went to Lowe's and I was going to buy a new garbage disposal. Went to buy the garbage disposal, and there was a new tool that came out to fix it that help you turn the garbage disposal if you get something in it. So I was like, you know what? That's $8. Garbage disposal is $150. I went and bought both. I was like, I'm going to try it one more time before I got to change this garbage disposal out. So used the cheap tool, was able to fix my garbage disposal, get the screw out. Took a little work. Probably took me an hour, but my words of wisdom is, I think what's made the 3 of us where we're at today is ability to troubleshoot and not give up, not quit so easy. I think when you look at youth today, there's been a generational gap about troubleshooting. Why are you giggling so much? What I'm trying to say is don't quit. Don't stop troubleshooting. Things that are supposed to work normally work. And if they don't work, it's probably an easy fix. And that just doesn't mean mechanical. That can mean your life too. Just don't quit.
Don't give up.
Trying to fix stuff. I'm glad this whatever I said, Brian, found funny. All right, and I have a part 2 of that words of wisdom. Is if you're going to try to fix stuff, make sure you got the right tools. I mean, make sure you got good tools too. Quality tools.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Roll Tigers.
Tiger.
Always once a Tiger, always a Tiger. I mean, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Never give up.
No, I'm just saying in life, troubleshoot. Figure out what works, fix it.
I think what you're trying to say is you're going to make mistakes, and along the way, learn from your mistakes and come to a solution at the end.
Well, I mean, you can relate to, just with things that mechanically. You know, if car breaks down, something stops
yeah.
working. You know, YouTube it,
Fix
troubleshoot it. Make sure you got the right tools to do it and fix it.
Right.
you
And
know?
you never have the right tools. You literally I have a huge toolbox with a ton of tools. And it's like every time I go to fix something, do something, there's a better tool out there. And that's going to give me a little break to go get that tool and then come back.
Understand.
And then I got it next time and I'll never use it again. But guess what? Still got that tool. And
I mean, how
measure
many things
twice,
have-
cut once.
Yeah,
Measure twice,
measure
cut
right.
once. That girl's
Yes.
never going to need to buy a tape measure.
Never.
Ever.
Never. All right,
More
Phyllis.
accurate.
Well, I mean, it's accurate for her. Be a gauge. Right?
I mean, how many different guys is she seeing this? She's got measurements.
Does she have to turn her hand over? I mean, if she's going from the bottom, I mean, how is she doing? Is she doing this from? If she's doing,
Yeah,
that
that's the
from
other thing. Where you
top,
measuring? That's right. The top or the
you know,
bottom?
she's
'Cause
gotta
that makes
come-
a difference.
So she's got to turn her hand underneath.
I'm gonna request to come from underneath.
Get you the max distance.
Well, it's just the right distance. I like to say right distance.
If we put it on the pole, how do you measure a certain body part? You know, what's your starting point? Most
It's
people are
definitely the
going to go with it.
The tank.
I'm just saying.
So you can find us on Twitter at 2Hicks1Yankee. You can find us on TikTok at, what is that, Timmy?
It's 2Hicks, 1 Yankee on TikTok. The number 2, the number 1. Number 2 Hicks, number 1 Yankee.
And what about Instagram, Joel?
It's spelled like it is. It's just at 2Hicks, 1 Yankee at Instagram.
All right. So I think you can find us now on iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify. So check out the show, send it to your friends, and we'll talk to you next week.